Hi, Sabrina Bolin here with Belong Within Therapy. I am an IFS therapist who brings a relational and embodied approach to my work with individuals and couples. And one of the areas of growing edge I find for a lot of my clients is accessing a capacity to track, notice, and work within their bodies. Now, this is for so many reasons, and I'll be exploring that more through other resources. But I wanted to offer a short exercise today to support those who do struggle with this. So, starting wherever you're at right now, beginning to just find a way to maybe bring a little more comfort to your body. So, if you're feeling like you're rushing around or you're listening to this, where you're just noticing that you're not comfortable in some way, can you first find a way to choose comfort? And that will look and feel different for everyone, and that won't feel completely accessible for everyone. So I want to acknowledge that the word itself might bring up something for you. But if you're able to access that in some way, so maybe that's just even a small adjustment if you're watching this sitting down, or maybe that's lying down, if that would be bringing you a little more comfort just to begin with. And recognizing even that as a starting place, you're already beginning to notice and see what's possible. So wherever you are, sitting, lying down, I invite you to begin to bring your awareness closer to your body. And so not everyone has a practice of going inward, and that's okay. I'm going to start with who you are and where you are and what is accessible. And so that just might be bringing just the field of awareness a little bit closer, right? It might be your hands. I'm noticing my hands with my eyes right now. I'm seeing them. I'm sensing them. It might be something that's a little bit deeper inside, right? You might already have, by bringing your field of awareness closer, a tug or a pull or a sensation that it's a little bit deeper inside. And so this might be, right, a noticing with one of your five senses. It might be a noticing with an inner sense or your interoception. And again, there's no right or wrong. There's simply the intention and the attention that you bring to this. And this practice is simply going to be one of noticing and then seeing if you can expand that noticing for just a breath or two longer than you otherwise might. So I will give you a little guidance through my voice, and I will also invite you to tune that out if needed, and just let this be a slower or quieter space to engage or experiment with this practice. And so if you were able to bring your awareness closer to whatever degree and weren't able to quite get inside or notice sensations in the body, can you allow that to be enough and stay with whatever you're noticing that's just right here at the edges of your body. Maybe it's your extremities, and sometimes it helps to start there. You notice your feet. Is there sensation? Temperature? For some, there's an inner visual. And we're not going any deeply into the realm of thought. And so parts might start coming in with a thought about this sensation, or a thought that's connected to something else. And so we're just letting those parts know, if they do come closer, that we'll return to them at another time. And that this practice we're doing right now will actually help them too, if they'll allow it. They'll give you a little space, just a little bit of trust. So feet, maybe right foot. See how specific you can even make that focus. And again, there's no right or wrong. You're just experimenting. Maybe you can feel into each toe. Notice. Whenever you notice. So I'll just be giving you a moment, a breath to be with that. The toes, maybe on one foot or the other. Maybe you're even just noticing the pacing of your inner system, and that the pacing that I'm offering feels a little bit off from what you're needing. Just notice that, and maybe you can flow with your own pacing. Maybe you are moving a little bit more quickly in the noticing. Toe to toe, foot to foot. And so just bringing that awareness with one more breath, seeing if you're able to direct and hold and expand that awareness, and taking a breath with it. And that's it. That's it for this practice. Gentle awareness. Now you can even just bring yourself back into the here and now. And if that focus had become tighter towards your body, maybe expanding it out. If you had chosen to close your eyes or lower them, maybe bringing them up. And then even giving yourself a moment to reorient to the space you're in. So we got a little bit closer, went into the body just a little bit if possible. And then just bringing some awareness to maybe an object in the room that gets your attention. Maybe it's sounds. They're either in the room, outside the room, beyond the room. So just noticing all of that as you bring yourself back here and letting that be what it is. I hope that's helpful, and we'll see you next time.